Alrighty, CSS battle time. Let's make dots and dashes. Alright. So, technically we only need two elements, and we can box shadow and reflect. And I think... the box shadow will be in a different color. Alright. That's okay though. I think that's okay that the box shadow's in a different color. Unless I box shadow below and reflect to the right. I think... well, it's still a different color. What am I thinking? No matter what, each element has its own color for the box shadow as well as the background. Wonder if I can use borders to make the elements. Let's try that. First, let's just put a background on the HTML element. We're not going to get too crazy with trying to use that for one of these and a big box shadow or anything like that. I don't think that's what I want to do. And let's use the body for one of these. Which one do I want it to be? We're going to have to do position fixed on whatever the second element is. I think we're just going to make the body a circle. So we're going to say border. What? 15 pixels. Solid. Ooh. Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. We're good. And that pink color, right? Actually, let's go color is going to be that pink color. There we go. And we are going to put a position fixed on this one. The reason why is it shrinks it down into a dot for me. So I can just size it with just the border. To make the longer one, I'm thinking the height will be with the border, and then I can add some padding on the width to widen it out. So let's see, I think we're going to jump this up to 20. It looks a bit small right there. 20, and let's throw a border radius on this. Let's go 20 pixels. Let's see what happens with that, because that if I do 50% to get the circle, we're not going to want 50% on the pill shape. But 20 pixels, who knows, that might be the right ratio, but because it's a smaller unit, 20 pixels does actually equal more than 50%. It's like, yeah, it is 50% because it's only, yeah, you know what I'm saying. All right, margin, get it in place. Let's set up the diff so we can see where it goes. But I think you see where I'm going with this. Because I'm using border and color, now the box shadow doesn't need its own color. And we'll just change color for the second element, and it'll change for both the box shadow and the border. And so we save doing that. So let's go 100 down. That's about right. And 30. Hey, there we go. Okay. So we can box shadow. Let's go down because I know that's going to be consistent for both elements. And then, well, no matter what, I'm going to need it to be consistent. Let's go 100 pixels, 0. All right. Get this more, 180. Can't believe that was spot on. All right. So we got that one. Oops. Okay. So let's go here, give ourselves something to work with, a p tag, and this is also position fixed. We just need to override, can nest it in there. What we're going to do is give it a padding. Let's go 0, 20. Yeah, that's going to work. That is perfect. I love it. Okay, let's override margin. We're going to go 0. Negative 20, there we go, and 50, 40. All right. And color is getting overridden to this. Cool. We need to jump up the padding. No. Okay, let's just leave it there and see what happens. Okay, now what we can do is do a box reflect. WebKit dash box dash reflect. I should... Why isn't it... Oh, because I have to do that. And we're going to say below and 20 pixels. There we go. Let's hit submit. Let's see if this works. I like it. I could probably... I'm only using color in 2 spots, so I don't think we can... doing variables for color won't help us. And box shadow stays the same. Margin changes a little bit. There's nothing I can do with padding, because I'm looking also for using font to amplify things, but they're all staying pretty much the same. I could change to Q, and I think that's about it. For this solution, there might be a better solution. Like someone might have done something. I don't think you could do it with dashed, like with a dotted border or something like that. Not for this, unless you did. I don't think that would still work, because let's say you did a dashed border of this dark red, and then you also had a dotted border, right? And the dotted border was reoccurring, like, you know, a circle here, circle, right? And so you had a dotted border running through of the dark red, and then you overlaid it with a wider spaced dotted border of the pink, but it would show up here too. So unless your element was only this wide, but then the spacing wouldn't be right on those if it was that wide. So yeah, okay, I don't see how I could do it with that. There's probably someone really smart who did, but I don't see it. Cool, I like it. Fun solution. I need to look at a couple of other days' top solutions and see how they did it. I'm curious because I know I didn't. I didn't find the top one. There's always something to learn. Usually, it's by looking at what others have done. Cool. It's fun. Hope you had a good day, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.